Hi everyone, my name is Ankita. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a long time since I've done any video, but after my trip in Goa, I thought let's do a video, let's get back to all those shoot and everything. So most of you, when you saw my pictures on Instagram, I got a lot of queries regarding which place to go and mostly about South Goa and lots of questions. And above all the questions, the most asked were about how we are traveling in this period and how everything is being managed and what are the restrictions and all sort of such questions. So I thought of making this video just for you guys. So without any further ado, let's get to the video. Yeah, but before I start the video, I really want to apologize for delaying this video so much. But since we have started, let's go. So the first question right here is about the restrictions. What are the restrictions in Goa? And do you need a COVID negative report? And what about the water activities and everything? So yes, there are no restrictions regarding the travel. You can just go there, land without a negative COVID report, and you are good to go. You just have to book your tickets and reach Goa. About the water activities, all water activities are permitted. Like most, I think I have viewed all the activities which I had done earlier being done in Goa right now. But yeah, I myself avoided going into the water, and I think it's advisable not go into the water for obvious reasons. But if you really want to do water activities, they are permitted, and at all beaches the water activities are on. You can surely go, but do be aware of the jellyfish, because when I was on the island tour from the Palolem beach, I was going to the other beaches and the islands. I saw swarms of jellyfish in water, so you have to be really aware of the jellyfish. So the next question, which area should I visit for my first trip to Goa? If it's your first trip to Goa, then you have to decide what do you want. If you're a party person, then your destination should be different. If you are more of a peace-loving person and are looking for some adventure, then you can decide your destination accordingly. So for a party person who would love to go to the beach and dance and sing, there are shacks and like there are party places, clubs and everything. You can prefer being in North Goa, and you can just explore your party thing, booze and everything all over there. So even if you're in North Goa and you are looking for something peaceful, some peaceful stay, then you can go to the northernmost part of Goa, like beyond Baga beach and everything, where you can you'll find Arambol beach and Morjam beach. Those places are really clean and even peaceful with lesser people, and it's really good. I personally love the place. But if you're an entirely party person and you love being in clubs and everything, the main portion, that is Baga, Candolim, Kalingat, those areas are perfect for you. If you're a person who loves adventure and also wants to find some peace, South Goa is perfect for you. You have the most amazing beaches in South Goa, and the way to those beaches are perfect. Like there's this hill road and beautiful, it's green, and there's another beach which will give you your most adventurous ride or walk or trek, whatever you want to say. But when you reach the beach, it will be just worth it. It has a beach, it has a lagoon, and then the other beaches are also really beautiful. You have to travel a long distance to get there, and it depends on where you stay actually. So South Goa is also great for you. You just have to decide what you want: party, peace, adventure, and just sort it out. Next question is for taxi operator or self-drive rental service. You can rent cars or scooters or bikes of your choice, and they are available at very cheap prices, except for the peak season where they go beyond your expectation and really high. But if you're not visiting in the peak season, you get it for very cheap, and that's the most convenient way to travel across Goa. So next, someone has asked me what are the cheapest hotels and average cost of 2 days stay. So the cheapest hotels you will find which are really not at the primary locations. You'll have to choose your stay which is kind of apart from the primary locations at a distant place. There are hostels or guest houses. you can prefer those. Then the hotels, they might be cheaper for you. And about the cost, it is entirely dependent on the kind of trip you are planning, what you're planning, and what you want to spend and how you want to spend. So that is entirely dependent on you. What are the offbeat places to visit except the beaches and churches? So, this is an interesting question, and I would say that this entire trip of mine was all about these offbeat places. Of course, I had been to beaches and Goas, of course, but then I made it a point to visit other places as well. So, let's get to it. In South Goa, there are several places to visit. There are cliff views, there are waterfalls, and there are cafes, beautiful art cafes, and even the roads in South Goa are really beautiful because it's mostly of local people. The places of local people, and I found it amazingly beautiful. Even in North Goa, you find a lot of cafes which have a significance, and you can spend your time. You will love it. You can go around the houses, not inside the houses but around the houses in Asagaon roads, which are really lovely. They are beautiful. The people are really great. They talk to you. You can talk to them about random things, hear stories. Even in Panjim, when you walk around Fountainhouse, there are amazing cafes and amazing houses, amazing people, and there are certain places where you can just go, and there will be a history. You will learn from people so many things. There are bars even which hold a history, and they are like there since a long time, even before we were born. So all these places have a really great place in my heart because I had an amazing experience, and you can certainly find all those on my Instagram feed. You will see I have listed about most places. I have put pictures, and in my Goa highlight, Goa 20 highlight, you'll find all the places I visited, and I think that will help you a lot. So the next question is best places to cover in Goa. Yeah, so the best places are all of it which I've listed on my Instagram. If you follow on my Instagram, then you can see I've listed most of the places, and I'm going to make separate videos for North Goa and South Goa, and I will link them here as well when they are done. But as of now, I'm working on them and they'll be up soon, and you'll get all your places there. So someone has asked me, what is the best place to stay in Goa? So I would say this is the most difficult question because whenever I plan my trip, I get confused where should I stay, because there's a place which has the best view, then there's a place which has the best resort. So you know it. We all get tempted to stay in the best place, and then somehow we plan. Okay, coming back to the question, if you're in South Goa, if you're planning your trip to South Goa, then I would suggest staying in Varka because that is kind of the center point. You can go anywhere you want, and there are decent places to stay over there. And if you're planning to stay at the hike places like Palolem and Agonda Beach and all that, so those places are really pretty. You get a better view over there. The beach is nearer to you, but the only problem is if you go there, you can just visit that place because you'll have to commute a long distance to other places. And then if it's in the evening, traveling through those roads will be a little difficult for you because there's no light and it's kind of entirely a jungle. You have to go through single road, so I would not suggest staying there. If you're entirely spending your time in one beach, then that's fine to stay in places like Palolem and all. But if you're planning to go around South Goa, then I would suggest staying in Varka. For North Goa, you can stay anywhere because all the places are close. But my personal favorite is Vagator. I have always stayed there. This time I tried staying in Baga and Kalingat. Baga was fine because this resort, or I would say this hotel where I stayed, it was really good and it was located at a good place. But other than that, it's mostly crowded. I'm talking about Baga and Kalingat. That area is mostly crowded. You can prefer staying in Candolim Beach, which is really nice. So the crowd is good there. So I would suggest Candolim or Vagator, and to a point you can stay in Anjuna as well. And the final question goes here. Someone has asked me about the best cafes, best budget cafes in Goa. So the cafes in Goa are really beautiful, and you should visit all the cafes, but you can't visit. That's my part of crying. Okay. So I visited a lot of cafes this time in South Goa, in North Goa, in Panjim. Of course, that's in North Goa again. But budget, some places I did not stick to any budget for those places, and all the places are really beautiful. They have a story, or they have a entirely, theme based or something like that. Pancham has a lot of cafes. Fountainhouse has the best cafes. South Goa has amazing historical cafes, or cafes with a story and all that, and all are lovely. So you can actually visit my Instagram stories for that. There's a highlight for Goa 20, and you will find all the cafes I have visited. I cannot put a particular list over here, but my personal favorite is Carpe Diem in South Goa. That was my favorite, and I suggest everyone to go there after I've come from there. So that's it. So that's it for today's video. I tried to reply to most of the questions, actually the most common questions that were asked by you guys. And hopefully I made it a point to answer all your questions. And if you have any other questions, please comment below and I'll try to answer all of them. If you like this video, then make sure to hit the thumbs up and share this video with your friends who are traveling to Goa. And I'll be coming up with more content with my travel and fashion content. So keep loving me and stay connected.